present generation are getting enough opportunity to pursue a career other than medical and engineering?
Well, this is a good point you brought up because, I'm one of the prime examples where I did engineering because my parents told me to be an engineer. I didn't realize that this was not what I wanted to be. Even though I was all the time, instead of reading engineering journals, I was reading wildlife magazines. I should have realized at that time. But yes, today parents, I don't know how it is today, but in our time, parents used to push us into either engineering or medicine. Is that the same today also?
No.
I think you got a whole range of these things. But it's important that you choose. Don't go by what your parents say. Because their knowledge is limited to what they have done. And it's very different from what it is today. So please think, the advice to today's generation is please think hard, do what you enjoy doing. If you're going to do it the rest of your life, then please just make sure you take a good choice. Otherwise, unlike me, you'll have to take a choice, deviation from engineering to wildlife. So think hard.
Sir, in the present age of television, internet, or computer, do you think that the children are not more explored to the wildlife or the nature location?
Well, as we discussed during our panel, that they are being exposed to wildlife through National Geographic, through the internet, through news. But whether, that's one way of exposure. And that's the real hope is that takes you actually into these places. Sitting at home and watching on TV or even reading a book, yeah, but you need to go there because why do we write? We want to draw you into that incredible experience out there. When you see that, we're hoping that you'll fall so much in love with it that you will actually want to see a reason to save it for the future generations. Because all of us live in cities, we don't visit these places and we see no reason to save them. And when you go there, you will experience such wonder, such joy. You will just marvel at the beauty. And we know that will happen. And that's why we want you to go there. That's why these movies are made. That's why these books are written. And once you actually fall in love, you get that connect with nature. Then you'll see the reason to save it. And that's so important.
Sir, if you get a chance to write a story for a movie, which animal you will pick? One particular animal.
No, it's never based on any particular animal. It's based on nature. It's based on wildlife. It's based on mammals. It's based on reptiles. It's based on the whole thing of nature. It's not just one animal. There are so many animals. And everybody talks about the tiger, everybody talks about the leopard, but and the rhino and but there are so many other animals. There is the wild hog, there is the antelope, the deer, there's birds. There's so many. Don't just, it's when we talk about nature, it's the whole thing, yes, you might choose the animal, but I don't think that's as important as the story of nature. All right?
So that's the last question. Do you expect Deepak Dalal's story for adult readers too?
Well, I write for children, and they're not little children, but we call young adults. And what's happened is a lot of adults read my books, so I'm just lucky on that front. That a lot of adults who read my books also. But I will always write for children.
Okay. So thank you for